Welcome back to Lost Dimension. Last time, we completed Himeno's character quest and found out a lot more about her. Unfortunately, we also found out that she's a traitor. Just as she was starting to become one of the most likable characters in the entire game to me. But that's kind of how this goes. At the very least, it's still counted as maxing out her bond. Let me just check. So, that's actually good to know. The two people, and yes, I do know it's two on this floor who are traitors, you can still max out their bonds, so essentially the only 3 bonds are likely to be missing at the end of this run are the first 3 to be erased. Marco, Sojiro, and George. So I'll have to go back for those. But the question is, whose personal mission do I go for next? I'm wondering if I should actually do Yoko's now. Because, well, I really don't want her to be a traitor for one, because this is about the point in the game where she becomes insanely good. And this is the only character quest that I have left to do on this floor, so I should probably get it out of the way. I've got quite a few of these left to do. Lots of these. Anyway, I think we should go for expression here. Now, last time I said that I wanted to use both Yoko and Mana in a group, just to see if... Though I get the feeling that judging by the way her Max Bond conversation went, I don't think Mana's a traitor here. I can just... Like, Himeno's clearly seemed to change to reflect the fact that she was a traitor, so I get the feeling that Mana is not, which again makes me a bit worryful about Yoko. So, who do we bring here? Now, we know that Himeno is not just a voice but a traitor, so... Perhaps we should use... Also, haven't actually used Zenji yet, so I'm actually going to go and use Zenji in this one just because his battle performance is falling immensely behind. So, I definitely need to use him here. Also, Yoko's starting to lead the battle performance now, even when she was quite low on the performance rankings early on, but things have definitely changed for her. As for the rest, well... Suppose using Ajito here might not be a bad idea to sneak through these enemies in these confined spaces. It's not like we really have all that many options here. It's not so much who to bring, but who to leave out as the real choice, since we can only leave out 2 characters, and I want to leave out Himeno here. Granted, Mana does seem like she could be useful. Perhaps I might leave out Nagi. I've used her in the past 2 missions, so let's see what happens if I leave her out. And well, as Big the Cat would say in Sonic Heroes, okay, here we go. That was probably a terrible Big impression, but let's face it, his voice is already terrible, so it's not like that's much of an improvement. And we're back here! No conversation. Interesting. Back in this destroyed city, and I still quite like the destroyed city area. Oh, we have a radar. The radar is right at the very end, too. So by the time we get there, we will have dealt with a huge ton of enemies. Just out of range. Or not. Okay, you're in range for assisted countering, and I can probably use that. Where's... Full Helix does cost quite a lot of sanity, though. But it will fuel the insanity attack. Here we go.
Over here.
Full Helix! I love that skill.
And away we go.
Let's go.
Now, admittedly, losing Yoko here is an immediate fail. Perhaps I should just give herself some HP regen.
Let's get this show on the road. Let's do this.
Now I just need to hope that a full assist barrage here, and I'm moving show a bit further forward just to guarantee that. Let's see. Maybe I should just go for the critical shot.
Take this.
Please.
Oh, really?
My way.
Ah.
Let's get this show on the road.
Well, at least I can get far enough to slice this thing down.
Well then.
Fortunately, he can't quite move far enough. Can't quite get far enough to defer either.
Here I go.
And speaking of not being able to move far enough and also deferring,
Roger that.
unfortunately, Toya can't exactly defer to anyone else. Can I even get through everyone? No, I think this is as far as I can go. Well, everyone is all bunched up together, which could be a problem if these things have area attacks, and I don't think they do. Just a regular slash. So this mission's basically just keep going forward and fight enemies on the way, basically. Big narrow corridor and yeah, not much place to hide, just fighting things. Okay, you can only summon those things, so that's good. Can't even see where the enemies are moving on the map. There aren't any behind us, are there? Doesn't look like it. Okay, now let's see, how's... I just really want you to die. Thank you.
Let's go.
Oh, don't tell me she's blocked. Thankfully, I can move the others first.
Let's begin.
He can't quite get far enough to. So let's see, how far can he go? He can go very close to that one. But yeah, that rubble's sort of in the way. He can get close enough to attack it, though. With pretty low accuracy, but... let's just go for a Thunderbolt.
Take this.
Here I go.
Somewhat okay damage. Also, Mana is falling very far behind. I really want someone to defer to her.
Let's go.
Oh, don't tell me that Yoko's still stuck. Well, she isn't stuck. And she can get a good set of shots and assists on this enemy here. Wow, she did more damage than he did. That's actually very impressive. Now, if I link with her, will I get the HP regen as well? Probably.
Let's get this show on the road.
Okay, let's see how far I can go and still defer to Mana. I guess about that far.
Leave it to me.
Okay, do I have enough range for my ranged melee attack? Yes, I do.
Like that. Let's get to it.
Kind of reminds me of how Strength used to look back in the original Gold and Silver, where you actually pick up a boulder and throw it at them. I really wish that animation would return. That's probably my favorite Strength animation. And I just realized I've been talking about Pokemon a lot in a series that is very obviously not Pokemon. But still, yeah, I just really wish that boulder tossing animation would return. Looks so much cooler than just punching them, basically, which is what Strength kind of looks like now.
Let's go.
This is fairly standard at the moment. My only real worry is actually getting through this place fast enough to S-rank it. There is a lot of risk of clustering yourselves, though, here. That is almost certainly not a back attack. No, it's not.
Let's do this.
So am I? Yeah, my buffs are still active.
Let's do this.
Here I go.
And away we go.
Well, I think I can safely move him last because he can actually move straight through everyone else.
And away we go.
Tear him apart.
Okay, so here's, okay, right. What does Psychic Assault do for him? His sanity is getting a little low, but the lower his sanity, the better, because I can then use that, Insanity attack, which costs only 5% sanity. Actually, I want to see what that does when I've got 50% sanity left. You know what, maybe I should just go for Psychic Assault.
Come on.
Missed. Really? And, well, you completely showed him up.
Let's get this show on the road.
Here I go.
Okay, let's take you out. Just to clear the road. Huh, that's cool. Finally actually using the telepathy in a real story situation. Well, at least she seems to be finally getting it.
Let's do this.
Let's go.
And she also admittedly hasn't moved yet. Not quite, so I'm actually gonna defer to you.
Roger that.
Just to space ourselves out a little bit.
Your power's mine now.
Oh, that's cool. Okay, so he maybe doesn't actually have the HP regen, but he heals every time that she does. I haven't even seen Gatling Wave yet. Guess I could try that.
Take this.
Okay, so you just chuck a bunch of
Let's do this.
metals at them. I'd like to see more of his, like, magnetic gunshot abilities. That's just kind of an interesting concept. Just, someone with the power of magnetism actually using it to make their own bullets fly in interesting ways. I'm definitely going to go for a defer here, but who to? Honestly feels like Zenji will be the best one to do this because he's had very, very low battle performance so far. I kind of wish he had some kind of an area attack. Does he? Not really. But let's see how much Insanity does from here.
Come on. I make this shit look easy.
Well, you certainly do with damage like that. That is incredibly powerful. And I guess Yoko should keep going.
Leave it to me.
Just gotta make sure that Zenji doesn't go berserk near her. That could end very badly. One shot, two, and down.
Make this shit look easy.
And we're gonna see another one of these now. I've got your power scenes. Okay, hello there, enemy. You can't reach us. More reinforcements. Wonder if this is supposed to show that using buffs you can just clear through these enemies faster. Now, from what it seems like, enemies summoned by the radar don't count towards the number of enemies you have to defeat to end the mission. So, as long as we can very quickly get to that radar...
For everyone's sake.
Let's get this show on the road.
Okay, his sanity is getting worryingly low. Oh, there's an explosive over there. Really? Ow, really? Really? Yeah, you just went there.
Let's begin.
Well, that was extremely frustrating. Let's see. And I can't Thunderstorm without hitting Zenji. Brilliant. I can probably use a sweep without hitting Zenji. Doesn't look like I'm hitting him here. 79% hit rate against one of these enemies, though. That's very low. Did I just miss the one with 90 and hit the one with 79? I think I just did. You know what? I really want to use a sanity capsule on Zenji at this point.
Let's get this show on the road.
See where you can go. Can you Yes, you can defer.
Check this out.
I suppose that works.
But you're kind of blocked by those... You're blocked by Zenji. Stupid narrow passageways. I almost want to just go as far as I can and then... Now, do I have that item that restores sanity? So I have health capsule. Here we go, mind capsule. Moderately restores san. I just do not want Zenji going berserk on me.
Thanks. More. Even more.
Oh, that means that she restores sanity too. That's actually really, really useful. Because now I can pretty much use this Psychic Assault fairly safely.
How's this?
Yoko's only real weakness at this point is her lack of area attacks.
I make this shit look easy.
That's just...
Here I go.
can be kind of a problem, I guess.
Let's do this.
Yeah, you're the only one who hasn't moved yet. Well, I can get to you.
My chance. Leave it to me.
Sorry if I'm not really saying all that much interesting here, it's just that this is a fairly simple mission. There's not really all that much to say here. Apart from just narrow corridor, fight our way through enemies, keep advancing, use buffs wisely, and eventually get to you, because you are getting very annoying. I really hope these guys don't block the road. Though, admittedly, Argitor cares nothing about the road being blocked.
My head.
Oh, okay, his sanity's getting a little low.
Let's get this show on the road.
Ah, that radar is all the way out there. Must reach radar. How far can Zenji move? Can probably get into a good position to defer over. Kinda concerned about that explosive, though.
And away we go.
Help me heal. What does that mean? I could actually stealth step that and just get that out of the way.
Eyes on me, buddy.
Attack the explosive, warp away before the explosive actually hurts you. That didn't hit anything, did it?
Let's go.
My head.
Heal me now. Oh, right, he's fairly weakened, yeah. And everyone's buffs are gone. Might want to reapply that. So first...
I could use a break, guys.
Just out, really? That'll berserk him? But berserking him out in the middle of nowhere with no allies next to him, that might actually not be a bad idea. Yeah, let's actually go ahead and do that.
Over here. Too slow.
And here he goes! And he gets another move. And it's gone! Does that end things? Yeah, it does! Mission complete! So hey, Berserk can be useful. So we've actually cleared 2 of these missions by Berserk. So this is showing us the mechanic is definitely, It can be useful if you use it right. Well, she's finally realized that.
Sounds good.
But that's... Mm-hmm.
No.
Hmm.
That's right.
I see.
You're right.
I see.
This is a very weird conversation.
Yes. That's right.
She just needs to actually have passion for singing and, like he said, sing from her heart. Then she'll be able to convey her thoughts to people. And phew, another S rank. Again, this is my main concern here, is that if I don't S rank these on the first try, when I go back to go for the S rank or missions trophy, I'm gonna have to do a completely new playthrough just to do these. Should be fairly easy on a New Game Plus, but still, I like to get them out of the way now. Also notably, even with that Berserk, he got 12 points there. Yoko got a lot, Zenji got a lot, that's good. 5 turns and an S rank. Now, I think at this point, I'm guessing that the battle performance results get multiplied by the floor you're on or something, because the fact that some characters suddenly have results in the thousands when they were only 600 before, yeah, I wonder if they're either multiplied according to your rank or by the floor you're on. Either one of those, probably. We get 1 gift experience from all of these missions as well. I just hope we don't get too over-leveled from doing these.
We still can't trust our
say
team.
some
I'm going to
twisted
leave
things.
them behind.
Okay, 2. Still 2. Please don't let it be Yoko. Because she is incredibly amazing. Like, character-wise, I'm not really liking her as much as some of the other characters, but gameplay-wise, she has gotten very good lately. I'm sorry, but I think so too. I'll have to remember, though, that I need to be directing suspicion towards 2 people on this floor. I think it's best to plan out who I have, who are the... So this is good, but here's the problem. Everyone else looks safe here, and I don't want that. I want there to be a relatively even distribution of votes. Himeno can't get them all. Though granted, if this happened, and I knew the other traitor was, say, Zenji, I could just dump both votes on him, and I'd still get my... At least I think that's how this would work. Unless it's the one with the most votes and the one with the least votes who get erased. I don't know. Anyway, let's see if we got a rank up on the... I keep calling them supports. They basically are. I'm just going to call it that. Support on Yoko. Let's see. If it's full voice acting, then we got a max out Bond.
Hey, Sho, I'm free to talk.
Yep, it's fully voice acted, so that means our Bond is going to be maxed out. That's another one.
Great.
Oh, her voice
Hey,
seems...
why don't I listen to your life story or something as thanks for all you've done?
Her voice just seems so familiar to me, but I can't quite put my finger on who voices her.
Well, someone's in a good mood.
Mm-hmm. Thanks to you, I feel refreshed. All my doubts and worries are gone, and now I'm in full force for you.
What was that at the end?
Now, it'll be fine. Let's just ignore that last bit. Oh, right. I have to tell you something. Wanna hear it?
Is it going to be via
I
telepathy?
assume it's good news then.
Well, of course it is. Hence my mood.
Oh yeah, I'm just imagining her very cheerfully saying, "I'm a traitor!"
So, what is it?
Well, I put plenty of thought into what you said to me. Like how you taught me a lot of things when I said I wanted to erase my telepathy. About that, I've decided to keep my ability.
Thank you, your ability is amazingly useful.
I figure I should accept a gift that was given to me and coexist along with it.
Wait a second, I remember this. This line was in the trailers. A bit weird they'd actually use a line from Maxed Out Bond in
I
trailers.
see. I think that's great. But I don't think you can get rid of telepathy in the first place.
That's true, but my point is, aren't you proud that I've learned to accept it instead of oppose it?
Well, I guess so, yeah.
I am.
Right? It'll probably be challenging, but I'm gonna sing with so much feeling that I won't lose to my telepathy. As I do with my gift, I'll put my heart into my songs and sing away. Thanks for everything, show.
From that, she doesn't seem like a traitor to me. And we got a Nagi picture for that one, weirdly enough. She doesn't seem like a traitor to me, and I'm thankful for that. So, we have 3 bonds here that are maxed out. Wonder what happens if you talk to someone who's got a maxed out bond.
Mm-hmm.
But
Alright, just,
no.
Yes.
And well, the bond's already maxed, so that doesn't actually do anything, but gives a little bit of comment on what's happening at the moment. Again, kind of like base conversations in Path of Radiance and Radiant Dawn, just a bit less detailed. The judgment could be even worse. Interesting. And anything you have to say? Now that I, sadly, know I probably only have 1 flaw with you. That's interesting. Kind of pointing out the fact that the main character's choices is really the only one that matters here. Unless you horribly screw up the trust system. A bit more GP. This is certainly getting Show's gifts advanced quite a lot. Yeah, because I could go for Achilles' heel. And learn a new, like, I'm not sure what these would actually be called. I'm calling them, like, master abilities or something. Okay, that is useful. A passive that increases the range of your normal shot attacks, and likewise the range of assists. And that's going to be useful too. Premonition is awesome though. It's essentially a combination of Overwatch and Vantage. She didn't get any. Okay, you have 1. Electrode Shock looks vaguely useful, but then there's Tempest. It gives him access to Overcharge. So what are the next ones? Gamma Flare, Piercing Electromagnetic Attack. Oh, it's just like a line 1. Gamma Shield, raises Vitality, a passive, and Psychic EMP. Chance of... Okay, yeah, I want to go for this because this looks incredibly useful, though the chances of it actually working on everything at once are probably very, very low. Lightning Rod's also probably kind of decent. We're starting to get to the point where we've learned nearly pretty much everything we can by this point. Though Mana hasn't been learning quite a lot, mostly because I've just been focusing on getting her first tree maxed out, which requires a lot of leveling of various skills. Might be useful to level up Concussion though, because range melee attack is actually very useful. Yeah, Energy Rush could actually be very useful too, as could Focus Breathing. Okay, you've got 1. That sounds like it could actually be a very useful ability as well. Absorb half of the target's sand seems like... And it costs no sanity to use. That really kind of... really helps, actually. And then return a portion of them back onto the source. Wait a second, do I only need to learn one ability to learn that?
More. Yeah, give me more.
That looks like it could be really amazing. So basically, healing damage, buffs, debuffs, ailments, they reflect back onto their source. So that's both... yeah, that helps both defensively and offensively. So, anyone who heals Zenji gets healed a tiny bit. Anyone who hurts Zenji, in terms of enemies, gets hurt a tiny bit. That's actually pretty cool. Oh, here's the recover from Berserk thing. I need memory wipe and psychotherapy. That's actually an actual attack. Oh, wow, that's a very good debuff. Then Mind Crush, where she turns into Yami. Oh, it's going to cost so much GP to get these three, but the reward is a full buff to everyone. Though this is a status attack, and I quite like the idea of status attacks, although I really do want false memories. None of these lead into anything, though, and if I do Shackle, that gets her a debuff, and that leads into things like Mind Jack, Noise Blaster, Attack Sand, nice. Yeah, but I want to actually learn some more debuffs for her. I want to upgrade Demotivation as well. And you still have one to go. Okay, if he's maxed out, I might want to upgrade Stealth Step so that I can learn Cruel Step. And well, that's all of that. Actually, we should probably see if we can buy some better equipment now. Still don't have very much energy. We don't seem to be getting very much energy from the side missions, so... yeah, I can't afford the better shotgun. Can't afford the best one of that. Yeah, I think I'll just keep saving up my my energy. Anyway, next time we will be, well, doing more character quests and maxing out more bonds. See you then.